Oh, hi. Welcome. Today I'm going to talk about the new update to Sons of the Forest. This is the 9th patch that they just came out with, and we're going to explore all the features. And yeah, there's a lot of improvements that might be too much to go through all of them, but yeah, we'll start with the features. Starting with the silent alarm. Now, to place a silent alarm, you need, I think, wire, rope, bones, and a radio, and I guess sticks too. It is, well, not silent, to say the least. I spawned a bunch in and a bunch of cannibals to let you guys... Yeah, pretty loud. Not very silent at all. Exploding creepies. Now that when you use an explosive on any type of creepy, whether it be a puffy or a finger monster or conjoined twins, whatever, if you use an explosive, it'll explode into bits and pieces. This includes the armsies as well. This is kind of like it kind of reminds me of the Fallout perk Bloody Mess, and it's kind of cool. Placing radio. Now this seemed like it would probably be part of the addition to the radio, since you can have it in your inventory and pick it up now. I think it would be good. This is a pretty good addition to have for just regular base building and just, just to have some music around. A lot of the music that they provided in the game is actually pretty good. I actually like it, a lot of them myself. They give you free range of placement and changing tracks when you're holding it, so yeah, I think it's a pretty fun addition. Next up, we have a returning in-game creature, the Virginia. The Virginia is a 6-legged creature that is very fast and can jump very high and is kind of deadly. I'm kind of on God mode on this one, so you don't really get to see a lot of health damage being done. But as you can see, she could jump very, very high, very, very far. And she kind of like moves like a spider in a sense. And that's kind of what I akin her to. She's kind of like a spider-like creature that is almost just as strong as the Armsy, but I would say it takes a little bit less damage than the Armsy. But nevertheless, it's still very strong, and you still have to work hard to fend it off. In this demonstration, I'm showing how it works with, oh, poor Kelvin, that it can, in fact, be affected by the Hokey Pokey trap, which is an improvement that they fixed on. Let's help Kelvin here. Oh, there we go. But yeah, it's a pretty impressive addition along with the Armsies. It'll kind of add to the difficulty of the game, which I like. I think it's a good addition. We need more difficulty in this game and a lot more variation of enemies to encounter. So this is nice. Next up, we have a added large female cannibal. Now, if we take a closer look here, usually they are full nude. Well, maybe not full nude, but they are nude. Luckily, this one spawned in with all of its clothes on, so I can actually show you guys. They are pretty much almost just as strong as the male counterparts. They kind of attack the same way, move the same way, or similar ways, rather. I feel like the male counterpart is more upright, where this one's kind of like slumped over. But this one will attack with 2 swipes or 1 swipe of like a claw-shaped hand. But they're not passive. They will attack when they see you. They're not like the regular female cannibals where if you approach them, they will attack, but they're mostly just trying to stay out of your way. This one seems like it wants to attack you, so I think that's a good addition. I don't think they will be raiding your bases as much. I think they're mostly just going to be around their own campsites, but because they are like aggressive, you will have to deal with them. So there's that. But luckily, they're not as bad to take down, so don't worry about it. Yeah, I think it's a great feature to add, though. We need more enemies. Next up, we have the inventory pan speed. Boy, did we need this from the start of the game. I'm going to turn this up to 1, which is all the way up. Man, do we need this desperately. When you access your inventory, you can actually speed your way all across from end to end and from the bottom too. So this is super nice. I've wanted this in one of the updates as fast as possible. I'm going to turn the mouse sensitivity up just to show that, you know, they're just going fast. And the mouse sensitivity does not affect the inventory pan speed. So if you're trying to maximize your speed, don't even try. It doesn't work. Duplicating blueprints. This is also a much needed feature that needed to be in Sons of the Forest. You can take an item from your blueprint, from your survival book, place it, hold shift or left stick on your controller if you play on console, and it will duplicate the blueprints wherever you want. So if you want to mimic some traps, or if you want to, you know, just mimic a build, or rather duplicate it, you can do that now, and it makes planning out your bases much more efficient and just way faster. And we've needed that for a while now. Last but not least, I'm going to demonstrate the John 2 and the Hokey Pokey trap, because they did an improvement where most of the larger mutants get actually affected by traps. I had a hard time, and this may be a bad setup, but I did have a hard time activating the Hokey Pokey trap with the John 2. So that's pretty much all of the features. On the screen you'll see all of the improvements and bug fixes and audio fixes and a couple of balances to the game, which really weren't that much as far as balances go. I feel like they really focused on the improvements and kind of the gameplay itself, which is kind of what we sort of needed too, because I think they wanted to release this game fully during September, so it's kind of, you know, out of all the updates before, I feel like they've really like overhauled a bunch of features and a lot of things to add in the game that they probably needed to improve it. And they really did. And it actually runs a lot better now, from my experience. Things don't really glitch as much. It just feels a lot more smooth, and I like the new features too. But that's pretty much it, guys. That's all of the things that are covered in the update, and I'm enjoying it and having just a lot of fun with it. I'm glad they added more enemies. Maybe they'll add some more enemies, like some archers, or maybe like one more like creature thing that we can, you know, battle against, which would be kind of fun. But thanks for checking out the video, and stay tuned for next time. Bye.